Hi everyone, this is Anjali from Sanskriti Box, and today we're going to be giving you our sneak peek of what is going to be in your July box. So July, we're actually going to be celebrating Raksha Bandhan. We know it's coming up in August, and we want to make sure that you guys have all your supplies early, just in case. So as part of your July Raksha Bandhan box, we are going to include a copy of Happy Raksha Bandhan by author Nick Sharma. So I am lucky enough to interview Nick today. So Nick, how's it going?
It's going great. Yeah, thanks for having me.
We just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. And so looking through your resume, you have a variety of talents, including acting. So how did you decide to write children's books?
Actually, acting is the way I got into writing in general. I was doing a lot of movies. I did about 13 films. I did commercials for Mercedes, Lexus, Intel.
Wow.
But I eventually got tired of doing those same repetitive roles. So I was like, let me write something that I want to be in. And eventually I wrote a screenplay, which got picked up as a novel. And that led me to events. And from those events, I saw children's books there, but I found the children's books didn't have a lot of content. And I would say, not saying all children's books are bad, but there was a lot of them that, like there was one I picked up that said, what not to do at a zoo. And it said, don't give a boombox to a rhino. And I was like, what is this? What are we teaching our kids? And I was like, if I have kids, and when I have kids one day, I want to make sure I instill important lessons because that's the time they develop, the most. And so I got into writing quality things I want to teach about sharing, about caring, what Raksha Bandhan is about, and getting along with others. Important lessons in their book when they're most able to be influenced.
So we definitely noticed, obviously, your book, and your book is all about Raksha Bandhan, and it's a really cute story about how a girl is celebrating with her brother, and how she doesn't have a Rakhi, and how she goes out of her way to get one or to make one, and then also, how even the brother goes about sharing. So it was a really cute story. We really enjoyed it, my family reading the story. Did you guys have any particular traditions that you guys did when you celebrated Rakhi growing up, and do you have sisters that you celebrate with?
I don't have any sisters, but I have my cousin, and she, we celebrated when we were really kids. I remember her always coming up to me, and that was like our birthday. Come by, and she would put a Rakhi on me. And so when I saw her, it was a long time. I saw her maybe about 10, 15 years later, and it was during August time. She comes by and she puts a Rakhi on me. It just brought me to tears.
Yeah.
So the very important thing, that I think partially it was that really pushed me to write about it as well. And my first book is actually based on her, my novel. So it was an interesting transition. Like, oh, okay, let me do this. And Shalu, the character in my book, is actually her sister.
Excellent. So it sounds like you guys have a great relationship, and like you said, Rakhi's not only about brothers and sisters, it's also about really close cousins or even close relationships. So I'm not sure, were you actually born here in the U.S. or were you born somewhere else?
No, I was born in Fiji Islands.
Okay.
And I grew up there, and I moved here about when I was 9. So having those cultural ties back there and just growing up with that, kids nowadays, when they're born here, they don't get to really sense that. They don't have that cultural background as much. And so they're kind of curious. They're wondering, and their parents tell them about them, but it's not visual, like they just hear stories and they're like, oh, it's one of those stories. So I think having children's books and things that express that really teaches that and expresses that, our tradition out to other people who understand it, including kids and including people from different backgrounds.
That's right, and that's exactly why we have Sanskriti Box as well, right? So even though we don't live there, we still want to appreciate it and we still want to understand it, and we feel so lucky and honored to have your book as part of Sanskriti Box for all the kids to learn a little bit more about Raksha Bandhan this upcoming month.
I mean, it's great. This Sanskriti Box is it's a great way to really reach out and hit families that I personally don't see or meet here, but it brings it to them. So.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, obviously with Sanskriti Box, this is just going to be one book that you receive in your July box. There's going to be lots of other things as well.
Mhm.
We're so
Very good.
excited, and again, you're going to get not only a copy, Nick is actually going to sign each one of these books for you. So you're going to get an exclusively signed copy for your July Sanskriti Box for Raksha Bandhan. And thank you so much for your time, Nick. We really appreciate it, and we hope to see more books from you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.